Running through my water a little faster than I was planning. I've had enough, so head net's going on. I've mentioned it before, but I love aspens. Just beautiful trees. A lot of burned trees. All right, there it is. Greens Peak. Good morning, heading out on an overnighter just in my local area. So I'm not going to go too far today, maybe 50 or 60 miles up to the Greens Peak area, and I'll just wild camp up there, come back tomorrow. This is the second attempt at an overnighter. I tried last week. Supposed to be a break in the storms, monsoon storms, but there was not, and the direction I was going in was just a complete muddy mess. Peanut butter mud, wasn't able to make any progress, so I kind of aborted that ride. I'm sure Forest Route 300 is still a complete muddy mess. Just how deep that mud was, it's going to take a while before that dries out. Made it through town. Headed up to some double track that'll take me over to Porter Mountain. Right, made it off pavement, about 5.5 miles of pavement to get to this double track. Beautiful morning, very slight breeze that's cooling me down nicely. Today's just a quick overnighter, test out the Niner, make sure that it's ready for the Fitzgerald's Joyride. Today's going to be pretty much climbing all day, starting in Sholo, which is about 6,200 feet elevation. Greens Peak is around 9,500, I think. So the roads going in this direction are completely dry. Not expecting any of the muddy problems that I had last week when I attempted the overnighter. So that's the plan. Get up high, camp overnight, make sure the bike's dialed in, and come back tomorrow. The main goal is to make sure that the bike is running good. You know, I hear my inReach beeping, so I think I'm gonna stop and figure out what's going on there. So, talk to y'all later. hit a couple of little sections that are still pretty wet. I thought everything would be dry going in this direction. I'm not too worried about this road once I get up into the country club area, but the section between Porter Mountain and that country club section on the Maverick OHV trail stays pretty muddy. So I may actually wind up hitting some mud along here, which hopefully I can you know, work my way around like I can with these. All right, I'm gonna just keep on going. Alright, there's Porter Mountain in front of me. 12 miles in so far. Alright, made it to the Panorama Trailhead near Porter Mountain. Alright, I'm gonna have my breakfast. See you in a bit. So this is the road that I was a little bit worried about being kind of muddy. And there are definitely sections that are. So far I've been able to get around it all. Hopefully I'll be able to do that all the way. That was a nasty little section. Glad this was here. Nice cool morning. So how many of y'all carry a mosquito head net with you? Just put mine on. The gnats, not mosquitoes, but gnats are getting pretty bad. They just want to fly into my eyes and in my mouth, my nose, my ears. I've had enough, so head net's going on, and now they won't bother me. So this road has been a lot of weaving around little water pits. I think I'm almost at the end of it. There was a pretty long 7% climb. Glad that's behind me. It'll be fun on the way back, but on my way through Pine Top on the other side of it, actually, way out in the forest, of course. So this is Sky High Road heading up to the country club trailhead. So I'm only on this pavement for a quarter mile. Whew, taking a little break. Temperature got up to 86, 87, quite warm. So burning through my water a little faster than I was planning just because of the heat. I may cut my ride just a little bit short of Greens Peak just because of the water concern. I know I can run over to Sunrise in the morning or over to Horseshoe Seneca Lake to refill water in the morning. So I'm not hugely concerned. I still have over a gallon. Both of my 64-ounce bottles are full. Still have some in my Camelback, but it's starting to run a little low. I may ride for another hour or so and then have lunch. But right now I'm just sitting in some shade to cool off. Wind's kicking up some, but it's a tailwind, so I'm not really feeling it when I'm riding. Yeah, no clouds in the sky, so it's not going to rain on me, which is a good thing. So I'm just going to hang out here for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and let my body temperature come down a little bit, and then start making my way back up the hill. All right, see you later. On the Vernon McNary Road, heading up to the 96, a little over 29 miles in, 15-20 miles to go to where I'm going to camp. Just taking my time. It's only 12:30. I just stopped and had an apple. Feeling pretty good, except for the heat. It is hot. As I get higher, it should get cooler. Whew, long climb. 46% for several miles. And I made it up into the Aspens, 8,300 feet elevation. Have another 1,200 or so to get up to Greens Peak. Of course, that's a net, so there's some up and downs in between there. But making good time. It's 1 o'clock. Probably stop here in another half an hour or so to have lunch. Still warm, 84 degrees according to my Garmin. I've mentioned it before, but I love aspens. Just beautiful trees. Fire tore through here at some point. There was a sign back there that said 2014. I don't know if that's this fire or a different one. A lot of burned trees. Up in the high mountain plains, 8,700 feet, so I thought Greens Peak was 9,500. I could be wrong, because I'm less than 10 miles to it now, maybe 8 miles. Well, darn. Whole flock of turkeys just ran in front of me and I didn't have my camera on. Figures. I'm at almost 44 miles. I think I have about 4 miles to Greens Peak. Going up a 5 to 7% grade hill right now. Feels way different at almost 9,000 feet elevation. All right, there it is. Greens Peak. So just to be clear, I'm not going to the top of that. My goal is to get near it and find some place to camp. The wind's really blowing, headwind at the moment, nice and cool. It's still 76 degrees even at, let's see, I'm at 92.50, but good ride. I did, there was a group of guys camping about 5 miles back. But one of the guys at the camp gave me about a gallon of water. So I'm pretty well stocked on water now. Woo, what a day. Made it to my camp spot. Greens Peak is just over the rise there. I went up close to it, got a picture. And then I had passed a pretty nice looking camp spot. Nice flat spot for my tent. Fairly secluded from the road. I think this will work out just fine. Let's see, 46.12 miles, 4297 feet of climbing, 8 hours total time. That includes stop time. So right in the range. Originally I said 50 to 60. I'll take 45 with 4,600 feet of climbing is good. I felt pretty good on the bike all day. I did run low on water. It was kind of hot down Show Low, Porter Mountain area. It got into the upper 80s. I did see 91 once, but I think that was just because the sun was shining on my Garmin. Of course, the sun was also shining on me, so I guess it felt like 91 to me too. Overall, it was a good day on the bike. Tomorrow will be a really fast ride back down to Show Low. It's, it was all climbing today for the most part. So it'll be mostly descending tomorrow. I did pass a group of guys that were preparing for a bird dog competition. They all had bird dogs and horses and I guess they have quail that they set out in a field, and then they go release their bird dogs to hunt the quail. It sounded kind of fun and interesting. They follow on their horses. So at this point, I'm gonna set up my camp, maybe read my book for a little while, call my wife, just have a nice evening in the woods. The wind is staying up high in the trees, so it's calm down where I'm at. Hope it stays that way. You know, I'm at 9,400 feet elevation, so I expect, you know, the temperature's going to drop overnight. But yeah, no hurry to get home. Like I said, it's going to be a fast ride, so I might sleep in a little bit, or I might not. We'll see. That's about it. I'm going to set up camp now. See ya. Do you want me to stop? Should I stop? Am I disturbing your slumber?